Memorize the skeletal system fast, the nurse edition. Let's get you ready for the floor and your exams. If the skeletal system feels like 206 separate flashcards, this video is going to feel like a deep breath. I'm going to give you a nurse-first way to memorize bones fast using chunks, clinical anchors, and a simple 7-day plan. No overwhelm, no Latin rabbit holes, just patterns you'll actually use on the floor and on exams. By the end, you'll be able to map the skeleton from head to toe, label the high-yield landmarks, and recall them under pressure. As a nurse, you don't need every tiny ridge today. You need the fastest route to safe, confident care and passing your boards. That means learning bones by regions, patterns, and their actual clinical use. Today, I'll show you how to chunk the skeleton, lock in the must-know names with easy mnemonics, tie them to patient care, and follow a 7-day study plan that actually sticks. Main point number 1, build your big map first. Instead of a list of 206 bones, think of 2 main divisions and then 5 specific regions. This orientation is your foundation. Axial is your center line, skull, spine, ribs, and sternum. Appendicular is everything else, your limbs and girdles, like the shoulders and pelvis. Always locate a bone here first to cut your recall time in half. Now split those divisions into 5 regions. 1, skull. 2, spine and thorax. 3, shoulder and arm. 4, pelvis and hip. And 5, leg and foot. This map gives you instant orientation during any head-to-toe assessment. Start at the skull, slide down the cervical, thoracic, and lumbar spine. Move to the shoulders, then drop to the pelvis and down the legs. With this map, you never feel lost, even under the pressure of a test. Main point 2. Learn the landmark language once, and you can use it everywhere. Certain anatomical words repeat across dozens of bones. If you know the word, you know the function. Foramen means a hole for vessels or nerves. Fossa is a shallow depression. A process is a projection, and a condyle is a rounded joint surface. Memorize these once to unlock dozens of names. On a test, you might see supracondylar fracture of the humerus. If you know condyle means joint surface and supra means above, you instantly picture exactly where that fracture is located, just above the elbow. Or think about greater trochanter pain. You know that's the femur's big lateral bump, which is a critical landmark we use every day for ventrogluteal injections. Language is your shortcut. Main point 3, use mnemonics that actually stick. We're going to keep the best ones and ditch the fluff. Let's cover the high-yield, nurse-friendly cues for each region. For the vertebrae, remember your meals. Breakfast at 7, lunch at 12, dinner at 5. That's 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, and 5 lumbar. It's simple, but you'll never forget the counts again. You have 12 pairs of ribs. 1 through 7 are true, 8 through 10 are false, and 11 and 12 are floating. Find rib 2 at the sternal angle and count down from there to be accurate. For the wrist, some lovers try positions that they can't handle. Scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, and hamate. Say it out loud while pointing to your own wrist. One of my students kept missing wrist injuries until they learned that mnemonic. Now, when they palpate anatomic snuff box tenderness, they immediately think scaphoid, and they know to take it seriously. For the ankle, tiger cubs need MILC, talus, calcaneus, navicular, and the cuneiforms. And for the skull, step of the PEF. These links turn a random list into a body map. Main point 4. Anchor these bones to clinical tasks. The moment a bone links to a procedure or a skill, it becomes impossible to forget. This is why we study anatomy in the first place. Think of CPR on the sternum. We avoid the xiphoid process to prevent injury. Or IM injections. The deltoid uses the acromion process, and the ventrogluteal site uses the greater trochanter and iliac crest as guides. Need to locate a lumbar puncture? Draw a line between the iliac crests to find L4. Need a chest tube? Count down from the sternal angle at rib 2 to the 4th or 5th intercostal space. This is anatomy in action. In an older adult, a shortened, externally rotated leg often means a femoral neck fracture. The greater trochanter is your key landmark for assessment and safe handling. Anchor the bone to the patient. Main point 5. Follow a 7-day rapid study plan. Active recall beats passive reading every time. Short, focused daily sessions will outperform a 5-hour cram session before an exam. Days 1 through 6. You're focusing on one specific region, drawing it from memory, naming the landmarks, and touching the bones on your own body. Day 7 is for mixed retrieval and clinical drills. One student swapped highlighting for 3 15-minute recall blocks. By day 5, they could recite vertebrae counts and locate the acromion by touch. Study in loops, draw, name, touch, and test yourself. Let's recap. Map by regions, decode the landmark language, use your mnemonics, connect bones to clinical tasks, and follow your 7-day plan. You've got this. If you can locate the bone and understand its job, you'll be a safer, more confident nurse. Don't just memorize, understand the body you're caring for. Pause this video right now, pick your weakest region, and spend 10 minutes drawing it from memory. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for the next lesson. Next, I'll cover joints and movements you'll be charting all the time, like abduction and hip precautions. See you in the next lesson.